In this edition of Your Alberta Online, government's focus for 2011, taking down gangs, and a balanced perspective on the oil sands. Now, here's your host, Camille Wellischuk.
Welcome to Your Alberta Online, a regular webcast to help you stay connected to Alberta government news and events. First up today, continuing global economic uncertainty is making for a bumpier recovery than anticipated around the world. The Alberta government remains focused on its priorities to ensure our province continues to be in a better economic position than other jurisdictions.
2011 will see us continuing our fiscal responsibility, working towards balanced budgets. We will also ensure that we continue to build the infrastructure that Albertans require. We'll make sure that we continue in improving healthcare in the province. And also very important is to continue accessing markets other than the United States, larger markets in the rest of the world.
Savings in Alberta Sustainability Fund are being used to cover the forecast deficit, allowing government to continue funding priority public programs and services. Safe communities remain a priority for the Government of Alberta. The Alberta Gang Reduction Strategy provides a blueprint for action on gangs and gang-related violence. The strategy is the result of collaboration and significant consultations with communities across the province.
The funding by the province and the addition of additional legislation that has been passed, the GLA amendments, the proceeds of crime, civil forfeiture, the legislative amendments in regard to armored cars and body armor, all of those together have allowed us to really focus on the gangs and really have an impact on the gangs. It has now become very unfriendly for gangs to operate in Calgary and in Alberta in general.
The Alberta government recently provided $450,000 through the Safe Communities Initiative to the Calgary Police Service to improve ballistics evidence testing and cut down on gun crime. For more information on the Alberta Gang Reduction Strategy, go to the website address on your screen and scroll down to Safe Communities. A report on the oil sands industry from scientists with the Royal Society of Canada gives Alberta more information to work with. The report puts the actual impacts of the oil sands into perspective. And while the Government of Alberta is taking action in many areas, the comprehensive report raised some issues that do require some attention.
We also have committed to move forward with updated monitoring program, a world-class, credible monitoring program. And I think that is something that not only this report talks about, but a number of others. And frankly, it's the reason why we appointed a committee a couple of months ago to make some recommendations. And so I think that although it's not directly as a result of this report, it's something that we really need to move forward on and intend to.
The report also indicated that while the proportion of air emissions from the oil sands industry is expected to grow over the next decade as production increases, it will not lead to the oil sands industry being the worst polluter in any category.
There has been significant improvement in the production of oil sands, particularly in terms of improving the greenhouse gas emissions intensity of a barrel of oil. Tremendous effort over the past few decades, largely due to a strong commitment to technology and innovation.
The Royal Society's report also provides direction for Alberta on future priorities, including one to improve the mine financial security program to limit the potential risk to Albertans.
We've developed in the last few years some alternatives which would provide better coverage, provide better clarity, and provide better assurance to Albertans that in fact the reclamation security that we do collect is adequate to ensure that liability will not be transferred to the public should companies decide to walk away from their mines at some point in the future.
More information is available on these websites about actions the Government of Alberta is taking to deal with the impacts of oil sands development and on the oil sands industry in general. Alberta has actually monitored water quality in the oil sands region since the early 1970s. Today, it includes staff who monitor, approve, and ensure compliance of projects, as well as consultations and multi-stakeholder groups that continuously assess water quality. The Alberta government has ongoing monitoring of the Athabasca River and its tributaries at 11 different sites.
We get the full range through a day, through a week, through a month, through the entire year, what the pattern of natural contaminant loading is and any additional contaminant loading that may be occurring from industry.
The Alberta government recognizes that we can always improve and that our province must have credible state-of-the-art monitoring. To help achieve this, the Alberta government has asked a group of independent experts for advice on the best way to set up, operate, and govern a world-class monitoring system for the province. Cancer treatment capacity in Calgary and Edmonton will expand significantly as a result of a new $208 million cancer infrastructure plan. It's all part of the Alberta government's Health Capital Plan Phase 2, providing $1.3 billion over 3 years for new and previously announced projects in Edmonton and Calgary.
The centerpiece of that, of course, is increased and expanded cancer care facility treatments. And that will help us in a number of ways. There were other parts to that announcement as well, which totaled $1.3 billion over the next 3 years. And that included improvements for women's health, for pediatric intensive care health, of course the prostate cancer clinic in Edmonton, and ramping up to about 1 million square feet for cancer treatment facilities in Calgary and Edmonton.
Phase 1 of the Health Capital Plan was announced in July of last year and provides $1.2 billion for projects outside Edmonton and Calgary, along with the province-wide funding for maintenance. That's it for this edition of Your Alberta Online. Your Alberta Online is also on Twitter and Facebook. If you have a question about the Government of Alberta that you'd like answered on Your Alberta Online, you can let us know through Facebook. Tune in next time for more Government of Alberta news. Thanks for joining us.